Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. We are working to make our Sun series more interesting, interactive and easy to understand, and this video will be a valuable resource not only for students but for teachers and parents as well, and will help you to understand the concepts more easily. As you know, the book which we were doing is the English book for grade 3, and today it's the turn to do the last unit of this book. So here let's see the competencies with respect to the curriculum: oral communication skills, listening and speaking, reading and critical thinking skills, vocabulary and grammar, and writing skills. But the competency breakup with respect to this book includes oral communication skills, listening and speaking, reading and critical thinking skills, aspects of language, and writing skills. Here we have unit 13 of this book, and this unit is about a visit to the museum, and this unit is having 15 different SLOs. The concept breakup with respect to these competencies are oral communication skills 3 concepts, reading and critical thinking skills 2 concepts, aspects of language 7 concepts, and writing 1 concept. Here we have in reading and critical thinking, we are going to look at some question and answers and table of contents. Listen to the reading of this chapter very carefully.
A museum is a place where you can see a collection of rare and unique things under one roof. People who have an interest in historical things often visit a museum. It is a large building that stores and contains things from the past and valuable things of the present. Practice the rest with the same intonation patterns with your teacher.
So I hope you have enjoyed the unit and the all journey of a boy through the museum. Let's answer some related questions. Question number 1 is, what is a museum and what can we find inside it? So it is an opinion based question, that what is a museum and what we can find in it. So a museum is a place with different things in that. Very valuable things, things with an historic importance or whatnot. So a museum is a very interesting place stuffed with a lot of valuable things, and people like to visit it and know that why these things are there and what is their importance. The second question is, which gallery does the third paragraph mention? So refer back to the third paragraph and see what gallery they are talking about. Which paragraph gives information about coins? So which paragraph is there which is telling us the information about coins? What was displayed in the Freedom Movement Gallery? How can children educate themselves by visiting museums? You can educate yourself in a number of ways. You can see a lot of new things, and you can see that why these things are there. What is the reason behind that? The dates are written, the explanations are written over there. There are some tanks or weapons or coins or different things, and why they are there, why they are of much importance. So you can learn a lot of new things regarding valuable things in the museum. The next thing is, look at the table of contents and answer the following questions. So as we have discussed earlier in a chapter, that a table of contents show the name of the chapter, its page number and theme. Here is the example content page given. There are some questions related to that. What is the name of first unit? You can see the first unit over here. Name it. What is the theme of fourth unit? So fourth unit, a family day out. Can you identify the theme? You are going to write in this blank. What is the page number of the unit Seesaw? So here is unit 3, and you are going to identify the page number and write in this blank. Oral communication. In oral communication, we are going to look at rhyme, stress and intonation, and non-verbal communication. So here is a poem. Read the poem and passage aloud to practice rhyme, stress and intonation. Let me discuss these terminologies first. Rhyme is a repeated pattern of sound and movement. When we have a repeated pattern of movement or sound, that is a rhyme. Stress is an extra force used when pronouncing a word or a syllable. And the last one is intonation. Intonation is the rise and fall of the voice in the speech. So here is a poem and listen to it very carefully.
I like to look up into the sky and watch the clouds go sliding by. I like to see them, large and small. I like to try to count them all. I like them when they're dark, before the rain begins to pour and pour.
I hope you have noticed the rhyme, stress and intonation while listening to the reading of this poem. Let's move forward, and the next thing is non-verbal communication. What does it mean? Let's see the explanation. Non-verbal cues are facial expressions and body gestures. Sometimes you don't say a thing, you just give a clue from your face or some body gestures. They help us to communicate without words. Our tone is how we use our voice in different situations. So there are some non-verbal communication ways in which we don't say something. We use some body gestures or some facial expressions. Let's see some examples regarding that. Read the given non-verbal cues and look at their pictures carefully. Non-verbal communication like posture. If the teacher is telling to keep quiet. Then appearance, how these kids are appearing. Hand gestures, thumbs up or thumbs down when you like something or you don't like something. Eye contact, whenever you are talking to somebody, you have to maintain an eye contact. Then the facial expression, whenever you are happy or sad, angry, anxious, hungry, your facial expressions change. So the things which includes facial expressions and body gestures, all of these things come under non-verbal communication without any words. Look at the given picture and write what you understand. So some facial expressions and body gestures are given and you are going to identify what is happening over here. Here, two boys are greeting each other. In the next picture, the man is thinking something, right? Then the next one is he is saying to keep quiet. And in the last one, thumbs up means he is liking something, right? So all these are non-verbal communication and we have easily identified what these persons are trying to tell us. The next thing is aspects of language. We are going to look at some word meanings, nouns with plural endings, regular verb forms, noun-pronoun agreement, use of because, and simple past tense with some questions. Read the given words with their meanings. So ancient. Ancient means something very old and belonging to the past, which is very valuable. Magnificent, extremely attractive and impressive. Rare. Rare means not seen very often, which is rare. Unique, unusual and one of its kind. Very unique and only one of its kind. Martyr, a person who dies fighting for his country. Struggle, to try very hard to do something. Nouns with plural endings. Nouns that end in a consonant Y take IES in their plural after removing the final Y. So whenever words end on Y, we remove Y and add IES. Let's see some examples. Read the given nouns. City, cities. Factory, factories. Lady, ladies. Some regular verb forms. Read the following regular verb forms, and regular verb forms that end in a consonant Y change to ed, form after replacing Y and I adding ed. When any verb ends on Y and I, we remove it and add ed to it. Let's see the examples. Marry, married. Try, tried. And cry, cried. Now what's the difference? That the upper ones were nouns, so we add plurals, and here we have verbs, so we add the next form by adding ed to it. The next is noun-pronoun agreement. Let's see the explanation. Pronouns must agree with their nouns in gender and number. If a noun represents female gender, the pronoun must represent the same. If a noun is singular, the pronoun must represent a single person, place or a thing. Let's see the examples to make it more clear. Singular noun and singular pronoun, that Asim is a boy, he has 2 pets. So Asim is one, so he is used for him. Ikra is a girl, she loves to play with cats. Ikra is one girl, so she is used for it. Singular noun and singular pronoun. Asim and Ali are friends. Now it is plural noun. They have 2 pets. Now we have a plural pronoun. Write plurals of the following nouns. Story, family, baby and copy. All of these are ending on Y, and what is the rule? Omit Y and add IES to make the plural noun. Here we have, rewrite the given sentences using the correct noun-pronoun agreement. Sibgha is my friend. Sibgha is very intelligent. Here you are going to replace the other Sibgha with the pronoun, and what pronoun is used for a girl? She. And the other ones are going to be done in the same way. Use of because. Read the given sentences and notice the use of because to show the reason. As we have studied earlier, that when we use because, when we are going to tell any reason. So let's see the sentences and notice the use of because. My mother gave me a new coat because it was cold outside. Hira was absent today because she was ill. The school bus was late because of a traffic jam. I am feeling hungry because I did not have my lunch. So all these sentences have some reasons, so we use because in them. Simple past tense. First we studied present tense. Now it's the time to study past tense. Anything that happened in the past. It has also 3 types: affirmative, subject, past form of verb and object. Negative, subject, did not, base form of verb and object. Interrogative, did, subject, base form of verb and object. Here we have some examples. A simple past tense is used to talk about actions that took place in the past, that has happened before. Here we have some example sentences. Read the given sentences. I sent an email last night. Here, sent is the past form of the verb. I did not send an email last night, the negative type of the sentence. And interrogative, when we ask the question, did I send an email last night? So all these sentences are addressing the examples which we have just seen. Fill in the blanks with correct forms of the verb to form sentences in the simple past tense. She dashed a new dress yesterday. Buy or bought. What is the past tense? Bought. Hamid did not dash with his company. Work or worked. Did not work with his company. Did you dash Ahmed? Did you met Ahmed? And same goes with the rest of the sentences. Questions with helping verbs. So what are helping verbs? Let's see them first. Helping verbs can be used with main verbs to make questions. They always come at the beginning of a question. Let's see how. Read the questions with helping verbs. Is he playing with Anam? Are they telling the truth? Was Uncle Said scolding them? Were you doing your homework? Does she get up early? Did they feel sorry? And have you finished your work? So all the words that are coming at the beginning of the questions, they are helping verbs. Is, are, was, were, does, did and have. In writing part, we are going to look at descriptive and narrative paragraphs, and let's see what is the difference in them. So narrative and descriptive paragraph. Read the features of narrative and descriptive paragraph. Narrative paragraph. A narrative paragraph is used to tell a story, experience or a sequence of events. Whenever you are telling a story, if you go somewhere, if you have attended an event, all the sequence of events come under narrative writing. It describes the place you are writing about. It tells when and where the event occurred. You can express your feelings and emotions. Correct punctuation and grammar is used, and it has an ending. So whenever we are writing a story, we tell feelings in that, we tell events in that, we have a proper beginning, then the center of the story, and then an ending, and we put everything in order. But as the name indicates, in descriptive writing, description means to describe something. Let's see what are the features of descriptive writing. A descriptive paragraph describes a person, animal, place, or a thing. You select a specific noun and you describe that person, place, animal, or a thing. We use colorful words and details. A lot of adjectives are needed in descriptive paragraph. It has logical order and sequence. It also has a sequence. We cannot write abrupt statements. It provides detailed information about something. So whenever you read a descriptive paragraph about something, it covers all the details about that particular thing. Mostly we use action words. We also use action words in descriptive paragraph. So that is all about narrative and descriptive paragraph features. Now it's your turn to write a narrative paragraph on the given topic, a visit to a historical place. First you are going to decide that which place you are going to write about, then make a sequence of events and then write a very good paragraph in a nice way, highlighting the beginning, then the center of the story, and then an ending. Write a descriptive paragraph about your favorite teacher. Use the ideas given in the boxes. As you know, we have studied two different types of writings, narrative and descriptive. It's the time to write the descriptive paragraph as well. So you have to be very good with the description, and you are going to describe your teacher, that why you like your teacher, what are her attributes. So write a very nice descriptive paragraph full of adjectives for your teacher. Dear kids, that is all about last unit, and we have summed up this book. I am your teacher Aisha signing off, and we are going to meet again with another book and another set of units and lots of interesting and exciting things to learn. Till then, take a good care of yourself and don't forget to revise the things which you do in your school. Allah Hafiz.